You're not back at the beginning, and I want to say that first because it may be the thing that feels hardest to believe right now. When something familiar returns, a sensation, a thought, a shift in how things feel from the inside, the mind can do something very fast and very convincing. It can collapse the distance between now and before. Suddenly, the progress we made feels fragile. The better stretch feels almost like it's been on borrowed time, and the hard work that we did begins to look as though it may have counted for nothing. And the worst version of the experience, the one that you've already lived through, that begins to feel very near again. That collapse happens and it feels persuasive, but it is not accurate. And I want to spend a little time with that, because there are some things that really are different now. The first is this: you noticed, not weeks in, not only when it had already gathered force, not after it had taken significant hold, now, early, with clarity that took time to build. At the beginning, people often do not see it coming. The anxiety builds, the OCD loop may establish itself, the internal atmosphere changes, and by the time you fully understand what is happening, you are already inside a much larger experience. That is not what is happening here. Right now, you recognize something early, and that recognition is a skill. It does not come automatically. It is built through experience, through attention, through having learned the contours of your own mind and body over time. The person at the beginning did not have that skill. You do. The second thing that is different, you know more now. At the beginning, there is often confusion alongside the fear. Not knowing why you feel the way you do, not understanding the patterns, not having language for the experience, which can make it all feel larger, stranger, and more frightening than it already is. You have more language now. You have some understanding of how the checking works, how reassurance seeking works, how avoidance works, how the mind can turn uncertainty into a full investigation, how fear can make something feel more significant than it really is. And that understanding changes the texture of the experience, even when it does not immediately change the intensity of it. The third thing that is different, you have evidence. You have already been through the thing you are afraid of returning. Not a theory of it, not someone else's version, your own lived experience, and you came through. Not perfectly, not untouched, not without it costing something, but you came through. At the beginning, you could not know that. You had no evidence yet, no lived proof that even difficult periods can change shape, loosen, soften, move. You have that now. Even if fear is making it hard to feel connected to that knowledge in this moment, the returning signal does not erase the evidence. It may obscure it for a while. That is different from it being gone. I also want to stay with something that is genuinely difficult here because I do not want to smooth it over. When you have worked hard to reach a better place, when you have put real effort into understanding the patterns, making different choices, and building a different relationship with your own mind, the return of even a faint signal can feel like a particular kind of injustice. I did the work. Why is this here again? That feeling is valid. Recovery does not come with a guarantee of permanent quiet, and that is hard, and sometimes it feels unfair. It is worth acknowledging that rather than stepping over it too quickly, but there is a difference between an experience still being capable of returning and the work you did having counted for nothing. The work changed you. It changed how quickly you notice. It changed what you reach for. It changed how much of yourself you remain in contact with while something difficult is happening. That is not small change. It is structural. Recovery is not measured by whether difficult moments ever return. It's measured by what changes when they do, how early you notice what you do next, how much context you can hold even when the fear is very active, whether the old pattern is still the only pattern available to you. And by those measures, you are not at the beginning, not even close. There is another difference too. At the beginning, everything often feels total, immediate, unmapped, without edges. Now, even if this is unsettling, some part of you can observe it. Some part of you can say, this is familiar, this has a shape, this is the moment where the mind starts drawing conclusions very quickly. I know the speed of these thoughts. That observing part of you matters. It may feel faint, but it is there. And that is one of the quietest signs that something has changed. Not that fear never rises, but that fear is no longer the only voice in the room. If your mind drifts while listening, you can return here again. There is also something destabilizing about the gap between what you know intellectually and what your body is saying. You may understand perfectly well that you are not back at the beginning and still feel in your body as though you are. That mismatch is real. The body says, we know this, be alarmed, and the mind tries to gather perspective, and fear fills in the rest. That can make the whole moment feel more convincing than it is. But feeling as though you're back there is not the same thing as being back there, and that distinction really matters. The fact that this feels big does not mean the story the fear is telling is accurate. What is happening right now is that something familiar has returned, and you, the version of you, this version of you, you're meeting it. Not the earlier version who had no map for any of this, but this version, the one with more language, more recognition, more lived evidence, more skill, more steadiness, even if things do not feel steady. And that changes the meeting. Even if it does not change the fact that the moment is hard. So if the fear of being back at the beginning is familiar to you, there are longer companion recordings on my website that stay with the fuller shape of moments like this. They offer more space, more depth, more time inside the experience, not to hurry it along, but to keep you company while it unfolds. You can find them at emmagarrick.com. You are not back at the beginning. You are somewhere much further on from there, and further on from where this moment is telling you. And that is worth remembering, even if only very quietly for now.